there was another close hit. That's why Corregidor has been able to take this fearful beating and still operate. Oh, Lieutenant. Lieutenant, sir. Lieutenant?
Yeah.
Wonder if I could get your name, Lieutenant?
McCall. Paul McCall. Why?
Why, we're trying to get an idea of exactly how things stand at the moment.
Who are we?
Well, I'm a reporter, Lieutenant.
Oh. I don't know what I hate the worst, these flies or out there. How do things stand at the moment? They stand pretty bad at the moment.
Where's the battle line now?
About 5 minutes ago when this happened, it was a half mile from the entrance. They've infiltrated the left side of our line.
Lieutenant, are we going to get reinforcements?
Well, no, we haven't got any reinforcements. We used them all at 8 o'clock this morning. Had about 60 men from the Coast Artillery. We got about 300 yards out and we bogged down. I thought we were going to hold them last night. We had about, I guess, 50-50 chance. We did. We pushed them all the way back to the water. I think we'd still be pushing them if they hadn't brought those tanks in.
Tanks? How many tanks?
Well, they brought in 3 at first. They're unloading more out there now. I don't know how many.
Tanks are a decisive factor, Lieutenant?
Why, decisive factor? Their tanks are just the whole difference, that's all. Can't you see just one of those little ugly babies coming up out here to the entrance or over to the hospital and opening up?
Well, can't the Japanese tanks be stopped?
How's that?
I say, can't they be stopped? Can't you stop them?
Well, yeah, they can be stopped, sure, but they can't be stopped with the weapons we've got. There's another thing, too. We can't stay in here and fight them. We got to go out there and fight them. We go out there, they got those lousy tanks.
Is there a possibility that General MacArthur will be able to relieve the situation here?
I think if the general could have helped us, he would have helped us a long time ago.
Well, do you think the Japanese will enter the tunnel?
I beg your pardon?
I say, do you think the Japanese will come in here?
Well, yeah, the way things are going now, I think they'll come in here. I'll give them about 2 hours the way they're going now.
What will happen then, Lieutenant?
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't smoke in here anyhow. What was that?
I say, what will happen then?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, is there any possibility of evacuating Corregidor?
No, there's no possibility of getting out of here, if that's what you mean. We had a submarine here a few days ago, and a plane before that. They took a few civilians and some officers and nurses, and that was the end of that.
How many nurses are still on Corregidor?
How many?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd say about 150. I guess, I don't know. I know that General Wainwright's pretty worried about them. A lot of them had a chance to get out of here, and they wouldn't go, and he's pretty worried about them, I know that.
Well, we understand that General Wainwright has already taken certain steps in the event Corregidor is not able to hold out. Do you know if that's true or not?
Oh, I know that, he's ordered secret papers, maps, code books, all that sort of thing destroyed.
Well, have you heard anything about the Philippine Treasury?
Philippine Treasury?
Yeah, all that money.
Well, yeah, I know that Wainwright's been in charge of it ever since he's been down here, at least ever since he's been in command, and we destroyed over $440 million. $140 million in currency and had over $1 million in silver. We put it in the bay or someplace.
This place.
Thank you. Sorry. There's your answer, reporter. This is execute Pontiac. This is the order to destroy all naval equipment, all military stores, all our ships and everything. That's your answer.
We switch you now to General Wainwright's headquarters.
Order here. The following is our surrender offer now being made to the Japs over the radio. The following messages for General Hama of the present Commander-in-Chief of the Imperial Japanese Forces on Luzon. For military reasons which General Wainwright considers sufficient to put a stop to the further sacrifice of life, the commanding general will surrender to Your Excellency today the fortified islands at the entrance to Manila Bay, together with all military and naval personnel and all existing stores and equipment. At 12 noon, local daylight saving time, May 6, 1942, a white flag will be displayed in prominent position on Corregidor, at which time all firing from the harbor forts will cease, unless a landing by Japanese troops is attempted without flags of truce, in which case they will be taken under fire. That's about it. I just want you to know that in case you're getting through to anybody, that none of us are ashamed here. None of us are ashamed at all.
Indeed, you're not. We're switching now to Grant Holcomb, who's been covering events outside the north entrance to the main tunnel. Come in, Grant Holcomb. Night has come to Corregidor, a vast tropical night with just a small let-up in the action here. No word from General Wainwright or what's happening on Bataan. At about 4 o'clock this afternoon, General Drake sent his assistant to the Japanese lines. 10 minutes later, Colonel Kawakuka returned with a Japanese officer who demanded that the entire tunnel be cleared in 10 minutes. General Drake was able to persuade the officer of the impossibility of such a task. It was agreed that the men were to remain in the tunnel. We are now waiting for the return of the Japanese officer. General Drake has ordered the men to remain against the sides of the tunnel or in the laterals. What will happen when the Japanese return, we do not know. As far as we know, there has been no formal surrender or acceptance of surrender. I repeat, as far as we know, there has been no formal surrender or acceptance of surrender.
We've done the best we can. I know that none of you feel very good about this. And if we could go on, we'd go right on. We had a chance, but we haven't. We've already held out longer than anybody expected us to. We've messed up their plan to sew up the whole Pacific. So all this work hasn't been for nothing. We've done our job. Not only that, but we probably saved Australia, maybe shortened this war by months, maybe even years. So, one thing I want you to know, all of you, and that is that you can hold your heads up to anybody, including them. What happens next, Lieutenant? Well, that's up to the jet major, so you fellas just relax for a while now.
These are the men who have held Corregidor. These are the men who have fought the enemy for almost 5 months. These are the men who have been finally beaten by sheer weight of numbers. Their battle is ended. What lies before them, no one knows. What's behind them, all the world will know.
Hey, this is the way they come in here to take us prisoners.
You know, those Japs are sure fine for keeping a guy waiting to see what happens. Hold it up! Kelley, touch your arm, hold it up! Back way. Okay, now, Mina, tore.
Just received word that General Wainwright has returned from Bataan. Our headquarters reporter is waiting to report the developments of the surrender. Take it away, Bill Stout.